So coming to the Al Imran 3 and 139, 140 and 172. وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ إِن يَمْسَسْكُمْ قَرْحٌ فَقَدْ مَسَّ الْقَوْمَ قَرْحٌ مِثْلُهُ وَتِلْكَ الْأَيَّامُ نُدَاوِلُهَا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ وَلِيَعْلَمَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَيَتَّخِذَ مِنكُمْ شُهَدَاءَ وَاللَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الظَّالِمِينَ الَّذِينَ اسْتَجَابُوا لِلَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا أَصَابَهُمُ الْقَرْحُ لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا مِنْهُمْ وَاتَّقَوْا أَجْرٌ عَظِيمٌ. And you do not weaken, lose heart, and you do not grieve, and you will be a higher class if you are a believer. If a wound has touched you, so without doubt people are touched with the likeness of it. And these are the days we give in turns between mankind, so that Allah knows those who believe, and He takes witnesses from you, and Allah does not love the oppressors. Those who seek, sought, and answer responded for Allah and the Messenger from after the wound reaches them. Among them, for those who do good and take guard, have a great reward. Now, the first Al Imran 3, 139, after we are heard by Allah, up till now I am reciting those verses that we can see that you are heard by Allah, by various trials and tribulations from Allah, or tests and trials. So you become weakened. So the consolation, the topic, the consolation for you is that if suppose somebody here in the audience have some problem, and he goes and speaks to any person who is a father, somebody is a brother or a sister or a mother, whoever relation they go to, or a doctor or a psychologist or psychiatrist, and if he says, do not worry, take care, we'll do this and we'll do that. This is a consolation of man to human beings. When Allah says, and you do not weaken and lose heart, and you do not grieve, and you will be a higher class if you are a believer. Meaning this is a consolation, directly an ayah or a verse from Allah to mankind. You do not lose heart, do not weaken yourself. No doubt you have gone to a suffering or a problem that's come in your life, but you have to stick to Allah's ayats, and this is how you have to take guidance, because it says you will be a higher class if you are a believer. So you have to believe that Allah is talking to you through the ayats. You don't have to do the whole Quran. We're talking about this specific verse. When you believe that Allah has told you, you do not weaken or lose heart, and you do not grieve. This is a verse addressing to you, the mankind. The one who is receiving the message must believe that it is Allah is talking to me. You must know this. If you just read it as a verse of the Quran, will not affect you. You must understand Allah is communicating to the ayahs or the verses of Allah to mankind. These are the consolation coming from Allah. Yet do not weaken and lose heart, and you do not grieve, and you will be a higher class if you are a believer. You have to believe what? That Allah is speaking to you through the ayahs, that you do not weaken yourself, do not lose heart, and you do not grieve. Though you have gone to the process, you are hurt badly. You see, you have gone through the process, and he explains, if a wound has touched you, be sure, without doubt, people are touched with the likeness of it. There is not a person on this earth who is not touched by a wound. So don't you think that your wound is the most precious one? Every human being that I have come across in my life, which I have been in communication, narration to me, his narration, and inform me that he is the most sufferer person. Now Allah does not say that. Allah said that because whatever the capability and the ability Allah has provided to you, and the intellect that He has provided to you, He has given you the capacity to take up the wound and hurtness. Every human being, because every human being's intelligence, his background, everything is different. So his hurtness is a similar hurtness to others' hurtness. But the one who thinks my hurtness is the only one, is wrong. Because it says if a wound has touched you, so without doubt, people are touched with the likeness of it. So Allah tries to everybody. We may think that no, this guy is living happily here, but you don't know his inner psyche. You don't know what hurts he has got. Every human being that has gone through this in this world, have come in this world, has to go to the hurtness from Allah, from people, and his own hurtnesses or badnesses. So you can't put that in your mind that your wound is the most important one. It's a similar wound, everybody is touched by Allah. We give in turns to mankind so that Allah knows those who believe, and He take witnesses from you, and Allah does not love the oppressors. Now after the wound, what we should do? People either listen to the Satan or take guidance from the messenger. It says, those who seek an answer responded for Allah and the messenger, and from after the wound reaches them. Among them, from those who do good and take guard, have a great reward. So now the wound is there, and we have to respond for Allah, to Allah, and respond to His messenger, to take guidance from the ayahs from the Quran, how my wound will heal, how I will get the consolation from Allah by the reciting or the repeating of the ayats.